sorry. Oh God.
No problem, Swamiji.
Okay. Okay, now please just mute your phones and mute your screens as well. Nishad bhai, just make sure everybody's muted, please. Om. 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 ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् षडाननकुङ्कुमरक्तवर्णं महामतिं दिव्यमयूरवाहनं रुद्रस्य सूतं सुरसैन्यनाथं गुहं सदाहं शरणं प्रपद्ये ॐ शरवणभवाय नमः. So I decided to have these classes in Kartik Masam for remembering none other than Bhagavan Shivji's and Mother Parvati Ji's son, Subramanya Bhagavan. You know, Vedanta is very, very easy to digest. There's not much rocket science in Vedanta. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya, that's all there is to it. But my God, to come to that knowledge and to come to live in it in the midst of so many things around us is certainly not easy at all. And our depiction of Shrushti as compared to other religions on this planet is so precise. The way in which creation is defined is so amazingly analyzed by our rishis. And not just rishis, even in our own experience in our life, we if we honestly try to understand the language of the rishis, we realize, my goodness, how well they have understood dharma shastra, how well they have understood around us the forces of um, planetary positions, the forces of Panchamahabhutas, the forces of past deeds, and the forces which act upon our mind that determines our present state of existence, which creates our own destiny. If we really try to understand, the the rishi mind has contributed so much to this sanatana dharma, and it is not that easy to understand all of what I have said in one birth. It is not. The more I do contemplation on Vedanta, the more I learn to go quiet, and I've had so much time to just spend with myself, by myself, in last couple of years, and I'm understanding without any, pressures or expectations, the the mind which is able to sync in various aspects. uh, I really feel so blessed to having understood, and I every day I look at Gurudev, I look at Bhagavan, and I'm just filled with gratitude, because the this understanding is very rare. Um, and I feel blessed. I really do feel blessed. And I just become silent. What more can you say, when you're filled with gratitude? What more can you say except you just learn to make the most of the silence? And lately, I have understood the power of uh, a young life of Adi Shankaracharya ji. Um, just 32 years, and what he has contributed. And his maximum contribution is in the field of prayer. Of course, Prasthanatrayi Bhashya he has written is unquestionably the greatest contribution of Shankaracharya ji. But this amazing advent of Bhagavan Shivji, what length and breadth of our nation, Bharatvarsh, and every nook and corner of the country, he analyzed by his very subtle mind the presence of forces, the presence of divinity, and he gave us tools to unfold them. And we can unfold them sitting in any part of this world, not just when he goes to Madurai and he talks about Meenakshi Pancharatnam. um, he goes to Sringeri and Sharada Bhujangam. Or in this case, what we are going to see is in the place of Tamil Nadu, on the banks of the seashore, there stands a majestic temple dedicated to none other than Subramanya Bhagavan. And this temple of Subramanya Bhagavan uh, is so powerful, and Shankaracharya ji in this temple, what he experienced over there, the very presence of Bhagavan, he wanted to share that with others, and that is what we are going to see over here in this particular shloka. We are going to um, what is happening? Uh, Sorry about it. I don't know. Okay, um, hopefully you can see this. Okay. Uh, so this Subramanyam Bhujangam, are you able to see it? Okay. So this particular place in Tiruchandur, Shankaracharya ji felt some inexplicable power. And this inexplicable power, he stood over there, he completely absorbed that power, and in all places, in different parts of India, he has felt this particular draw towards the place. And the reason why I bring this up is when I started out by saying that, Vedanta is so simple, but to come to live this Vedanta is not that easy. We are experiencing this moment in a time and in a place. And that particular time, that particular place becomes very important uh, in our unfoldment. And in this particular place, this son of Lord Shiva, and Shiva is considered to be the absolute Brahman, the Shiva Tattva, and the son of Shiva and Shakti, Parashakti Putra, the union of the matter and spirit. It has produced some amazing amount of energy. And each one of us are the product of matter and energy, each one of us. And when this matter and energy produces something in some place, in some time, that particular place reverberates with a particular type of energy. And even physics, this day and age, mentions it. And it takes a very unique person to tune to this energy, to refine this equipment, to tune to this energy, and to bring out the power of this energy to allow me to rise higher than the time and space. This is how we should process stotrams. The stotrams composed by various divine souls like Shankaracharya ji, we have Vedvyas Maharshi ji, we have Agastya Maharshi ji, you know, great souls have produced this powerful energy of litany of sound that allows this mind to bask in it. And for some time, we will be able to rise in that time and space. And the moment that we rise in that time and space, we will be able to catch a glimpse of something greater, glimpse of something higher, which will create a memory within our own psyche, which will want us to go back to that memory and relive. That's how our experiences are. Simple thing. Somebody likes Mexican food. Somebody likes, Italian food. What does that mean? The tongue enjoys it, and when it enjoys it, it creates a memory trigger on the inside. And the person wants to repeat that. We travel, we go to certain places, and we just love it, and we want to return back to it. There are so many people who go back to the same places for vacationing. And I said, there are so many other places you can vacation. But no, they want to go back because this memory is very unique. It allows us to silence. And in that silence, we will rise higher than our potential. We will rise higher and higher, greater and greater than the potential that we are living with. And that is what stutyartam shlokaha. That stuti of Bhagavan leaves us with an energy which will allow us to rise. Bhagavad Gita pravachans, Upanishad pravachans, excellent. I do not dispute that. We must listen to it. If we find a great teacher, if we find a great acharya who can reveal the subtle, pregnant words of Shruti, if they unfold that for us so that we can go into meditation, nothing like that. But these stotrams, these great shlokas which are left by our rishis, they create this energy for us to rise higher and higher. So this is what I have found. This is what I resort to. In the morning, I sit with Brahmagnanavali, I sit with Upanishadic meditations, I sit with different types of mantras of the Upanishad, which allows the mind to sink. But during the day, when the process of life, when it ebbs upon us, we lose the grounding, we lose the footing because of our experiences. And these great stotrams, they bring us back to our feet. This particular stotram, Subramanyam Bhujangam, it is written in the chandas Bhujanga. Bhujanga meaning a snake. Bhujaha eva yasya anga. The shoulders itself are its limbs. The snake doesn't have any limbs. So poor thing, it just goes back and forth, and that's how it crawls. So the way in which the gait of the snake is taken in Sharada Bhujangam, uh, then the Subramanya Bhujangam. There are so many Bhujanga Shankaracharya ji has composed. So that is what this Bhujanga prosody is, the Chandas is. I had sent a link on Skanda Shashti on Monday about this beautiful rendition done by Sringeri sisters when in Tiruchandur last year, when Shankaracharya ji did Kumbhabhishekam. Every 12 years he goes over there and does Kumbhabhishekam. So on the celebration of Kumbhabhishekam, this stotram of Subramanya Bhujangam was uh, chanted, and that link is very beautiful. You can listen to it. I sing nowhere close to Sringeri sisters. I don't have the apt for singing. So the first shloka, Shankaracharya ji invokes the grace of Ganesha. And here you see a beautiful picture of Ganesha with his brother Subramanyam. सदा बालरूपापि विघ्नाद्रिहन्त्री महादन्ति वक्त्रापि पञ्चास्य मान्या विदेन्द्राद्रिमृग्या गणेशाभिधामे विधत्तां श्रियं कापि कल्याणमूर्तिः. So the invocation to Lord Ganesha that please remove the obstacles. I'm going to invoke the presence and the energy of your brother. So make this composition easy for me. So Sada Bal Rupa Api, even though he is ever in a little appearance of a child, Vignadri Hantri, Adri meaning a mountain, Vigna Adri, the mountain of difficulties, Hantri, the one who removes. So he can crumble the mountain of obstacles. Mahadanti Vaktra Api, even though he has a great elephant face, Maha great, Danti, Vaktra Api, Danti, Ekadanta Maha Ganesh ji has a face of Gajanana. Panchasya Manya, Bhagavan Shivji has the 5 faces. Pancha Anana, Anana face, Manya, he has great regard for his own son. In fact, he had blessed his son that any endeavor anybody embarks upon, it will not be successful unless his name is chanted, he's honored. So, Sadhyojatam Prapadyami Sadhyojataya Vai Namo Namaha. So, we have all these mantras of the 5 faces of Lord Shiva, Sadhyojatam, Vamadevam, Aghora, Tatpurusha, and Ishan. So, Bhagavan Shivji bows down. Vidhindradi, Vidhi is Vidhimukha, none other than Bhagavan Brahmaji. Indra Bhagavan, Adi, etc. Mrugya Ganesha Bhidame. So all of these devatas, they Ganesha Abhidha, they bow down to Ganesh ji, they seek his gracings. Vidattam Shriyam Kapi Kalyana Murtihi. This, he's known as Ganesh ji. He's endowed with boundless glory. Kalyana Murti, his very form bestows upon great types of blessings. Shriyam ka api, for some people, great amount of wealth. And wealth comes in all different forms. Please don't think it is just the monetary wealth. I just said that, I cannot sing. Singing is a great wealth. So, etc., Ashtalakshmi, different types of music, dance, arts, that is all different types of subtle wealth. Then there is different types of material wealth, food, anna. Annam is considered to be great wealth. A family is considered to be great wealth. Children are considered to be wealth. So all different types of wealth Ganesh ji gives, and the greatest wealth is Atma Vidya. He gives the opportunity for one to rise higher in knowledge. So now, this is the humility of Shankaracharya ji. Na janami shabdam, na janami chartham, न जानामि पद्यं न जानामि गद्यं चिदेकाषडास्या हृदि द्योतते मे मुखान्निस्सरन्ते गिरश्चापि चित्रम्. So Shankaracharya ji says, look, I'm sitting over here, I'm processing this energy, I'm feeling your presence. And the great, great Bhagavan, the son of none other than Shiva and Shakti, that, I am endowed with some amount of understanding, some amount of knowledge, some amount of my abilities to recognize this. But whatever abilities I'm endowed with, it is just minuscule compared to your own presence, your own power, your own divinity. So this is the humility of Shankaracharya ji, and he says, "Na janami shabdam." Shankaracharya ji is saying, I don't know uh, Shabdam, and he has produced so many stotrams. He has produced so many shlokas. So, na janami Shabdam, na janami Chartham. If, Prasthanatrayi Bhashya, Artha, and Pratipaksha Bhavana, um, and, questioning, um, and creating answers to all those questions, how can you say, I don't know the deep meaning? This is a great, great humility of Shankaracharya ji. I know not the meaning of these complex, complex Shastra. Na janami padyam. I don't know the different types of padas. There are so over here, there are 4 types of padas. I don't know. Na janami gadyam. I don't know. There is Narayana Gadyam, there is Venkateshwara Gadyam, there is Devi Gadyam, there is Shiva Gadyam, just beautiful, beautiful eulogy of devatas in prose style, not poetry. And that is also considered to be a great art. Kalidas is considered to be the greatest Kavi who has produced amazing types of Gadyams as well. So he says that I don't know, Chideka Shadasya Hrudi Dhyotate me, but me Hrudi in my heart, Dhyotate shines brilliantly. And what shines? Shadasya Chid Eka, this beautiful light of this six-face Bhagavan. Your own presence lights up with the 6 faces. He's known as uh, over here Shadasya. You know, Shanmukha, 6 face, he's known as. And he's known as 6 face because Bhagavan, this Pauranic story is there. There is this great Asura, Tadakasur. He became very powerful. He did penance and etc. etc. Brahmaji appeared. He had invoked Brahmaji and he says, make me invincible. He says, I myself am not invincible, so there is no way I can bless you with this power of becoming invincible. Whatever is in my hands, I can bless you with. So this Tadakasura, Sura, this Asuri Buddhi, he thought, and Bhagavan Shivji is ever in meditation. And he said, where will Shiva get married? He is a recluse. Oh, when will he get married? Oh, he's not going to get married. He's a Vairagi. He lives in Smashan. He sits on a mountain. He's only meditating. So he thought about it and he said, give me the blessing that only the son of Shiva can kill me. Bus. Nobody else should be able to kill me. So Brahmaji thought, well, he said, bus. Tathastu, Brahmaji blessed him. Now this person, Tadakasur, started creating havoc in this created world, etc., etc., all of those things. Then all the rishis, they went to Bhagavan Vishnu. He says, what will we do? We cannot meditate. This person is, etc., etc. They went to Brahmaji. Brahmaji said, what can I do? I cannot do anything. He says, we have to break Samadhi of Bhagavan Shivji. And you know the story. Um, our Kamadev was anointed, and Rati and Kamadev had to go over there, break the Samadhi of Bhagavan Shivji, and then Bhagavan Shivji's wedding with Parvati ji is done. Again in Bhagavan Shivji's Samadhi, it is said that in this forest of Sharavana Bhava, this Vana forest of Sharavana, in this great, great deep forest of Shara are also types of trees, there are types of magical powers. This forest was a unique forest. And in there, in this forest, Bhagavan Shivji appears, and in the river, Bhagavan's Virya is released, and these six maidens who were taking bath, none other than the Krutika, the six different Kanyas. And they all of a sudden saw this baby swimming in the river, and they picked up the baby, and the baby had great power of Bhagavan Shivji. Born with the power of Shiva, these Kritikas, they raise this uh, little baby. Now there are six in number. And each one of them feel that this is my baby. So this baby showed six different faces to all of them. And that is how Shadasya has come. The six Kritikas, each one of them felt like this is my Bhagavan. This is my deity. This is my baby. And he gave each one of them a unique darshan. And this is how Chid Eka Shadasya, even though this Chit Eva is one, became six over here. So in this way, this one showed six different lights, even though it is one and only one. And the story goes on, and as more and more comes, I will continue with this story. But I just wanted to, so many people in North India would not know the story behind this Chideka Shadasya. So, Mukha Nisarante Giraschapi Chitram. Um, this Bhagavan, Mukhanni Sarante Giraschapi Chitram. This Bhagavan, very beautiful. It is said that even though you have this great, great power of showing uh, six, six faces, Bhagavan, it is said, appeared over there. Just this very shloka, Bhagavan, it is said that he started appearing, and the face of Bhagavan uh, poured out. Just the very sight of the face of Subramanya Bhagavan, mukha nissarante, from the mouth came out this beautiful litany of these words. And Shankaracharya ji says, this is not my composition, it is your power which is flowing through my mouth. Giraschapi chitram, very beautiful chitram, this uh, and yet you standing on this on the seashore, a little mound is there, and it is known as the Sugandhi Hill. And he stood upon there, very beautiful, even though uh, seated on the mountain, I was able to give this. And then Bhagavan gave full darshan over here. Mayuradirudam mahavakya gudam manohari deham mahacchitta geham mahideva devam mahaveda bhagam mahadeva balam bhaje lokapalam. Excuse me. When I had sent out, excuse me, when I had sent out a little message on Skanda Shashti, I had said that this particular stotram has the power to give us great amount of arogya siddhi, and on top of that, it is also capable of giving us kaivalya siddhi. Arogya siddhi, it bestows complete health. This son of Shiva, Subramanya Bhagavan, he's born out of the very power of Shivji. And the very power of Shivji was invoked because this Tadakasur was creating all types of affliction. So this power is capable of removing all afflictions. But this Bhagavan Shivji was woken out of his Kaivalya Siddhi. So this Subramanya Bhagavan has also the power of Kevala Bhav. And this is the uniqueness of Subramanya Bhagavan. And in this particular shloka, Shankaracharya ji recognizes the Kaivalya Siddhi of Subramanya Bhagavan. Bhagavan as the very goal of the Vedas. Subramanya Bhagavan as the absolute goal. That is the beauty of our Sanatana Dharma, that when we say Sajatiya, Vijatiya, Swagata Bheda Rahitaha Kevala Bhav, that in there are absolutely no distinction. Just Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Purna Brahma. Now, how do we just meditate on the pure existence and pure awareness? Even when I utter pure existence, so many people, even after listening to Upanishads, have difficulty following when I say existence. It's not easy to process existence, the isness. When I say the glasses are, the phone is, the hand is, etc., etc., when we say existence, 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 people have difficulty processing this existence. So, what our Sanatana Dharma rishis have done, we have brought about various devatas that allows us to transact with Purna Brahma. So, Mayuradi Rudham, you are mounted on a peacock. Mahavakya Gudam, you are the essence of Jiva Brahma Aikya Mahavakya, not ordinary. You are the very essence of knowledge. Now, when Shankaracharya ji composes this, in that place of Tirachandur, he has seen the energy, manifested energy, completely dissolving into absolute. This was his vision. And this is the composition that we have. There are people I know who just keep on chanting the shloka number 3. They just keep on uttering the shloka number 3. Oh Bhagavan, when will I get the vision of the Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma? Very difficult. But I can see you seated, that same Brahman. I see it right here on a peacock. That mind has unique ability to process name and form. But when we come to nameless, formless, very difficult to process. So this particular shloka is chanted by a lot of people to go from saguna to nirguna. Manohari deham, your captivating form. Deha, sharira. Manohari captivates my mind. Very beautiful. Mahat chitta geham. And Mahat chitta geham mahi deva devam. Mahi dev, who is the devatas, mahi on earth. Mahi meaning Mother Earth. The devatas of Mother Earth. Who are the devatas of Mother Earth? Rishis. Who else? Great devatas are these rishis are the devatas. Mahi deva devam. The devatas of the very rishis. Who are they? The rishis are lost in the Sayujya Mukti of Bhagavan. They are lost in Nirvikalpaka Samadhi, Savikalpaka Samadhi. So Mahat Chitta, the great, vast minds of rishis. Geham, you find, you sport, your dwelling place is in the vast expanse of the very minds of rishis. And they are the very devatas on the earth. And I am nowhere near to them, but you give me that vision of the rishi mind. So beautiful. May I cultivate that type of mind in which you can come and dwell. You are Mahat Chitta Geham Mahi Deva Devam Mahaveda Bhagam. You are Mahaved. You are none other than the 4 Vedas in itself. Hey Mahadeva Balam, you are the son of Bhagavan Shiva, Bhaje Lokapalam. I bow down to you, the protector of this world. Thou art the protector of this universe. Bhajeham, I bow down to you. We have to supply a hum. etc. Um, so I bow down to you, O son of Bhagavan Shivji. Yada sannidhanam gata manava me bhavambodhiparam gataste tadaiva iti vyanjayan sindhu tireya aste tamide pavitram parashakti putram. So last shloka Mahadeva Balam, and over here Parashakti Putram. So this shloka, Shankaracharya ji recognizes a form is not possible without, Shiva and Shakti. So Mahadeva Balam, you are the son of Mahadev, but the Vyakta Prapancha without this Maya Shakti, Parashakti, not possible. So, oh, the son of the mother of the cosmos, Parashakti Putram, Yada Sannidhanam Gata Manava me Bhava Ambodhiparam Gataha Te Tadaiva. So, your Sannidhanam, your dwelling place. Where is your dwelling place? Your dwelling place is on Bhava Amba, on this ocean, in this universe, on the banks of this ocean you dwell. I have put a picture of this Tiruchendur. If anybody gets a chance to go over there, it is such a powerful place, such a beautiful place. um if we know about the powers of certain places, uh, and that's what yatra is supposed to be. uh Yatanatrayate, just by the effort of going over there, it takes away all our affliction. That is the meaning of the word yatra, like mantra, mananatrayate. By thinking about, repeating the word, it takes away the afflictions of the mind. Is mantra. We have mantra, we have yantra, we have tantra, we have this yatra. Uh, so, with great effort, we arrive at a place. And when we arrive at a place, we hope that the energy of the place is such that it takes away all our afflictions. So, very beautifully, Shankaracharya ji has brought out over here that you have taken your abode on the seashore in this coastal town of Tiruchendur in Tamil Nadu. Um, and there is a pun in the word over here, but Bhava Ambodhi Param Gataha Te Tadaiva. And the people who come over there, Bhagavan, you stand on the seashore, but those who come over there, you take your devotees to the other part of the seashore, to the other side of this ocean of transmigration. Yada sannidhanam gata manavame. All these people who agataha, who have come over here, hmm, iti vyanjayan sindhu tireya aste. Bhagavan, you stand over here uh, on the banks of the ocean, but you take people on to the other side of the seashore. Tam ide, we worship. Pavitram, this great divine Parashakti Putram. We bow down to you, O Bhagavan, who is the very son of Parashakti. So in this way, very beautifully, during COVID times, I had taken, Annapurna Stotram. Um, this time, was meditating upon this Tiruchandur. I had great, great bhagya last year. it'll be exactly about a year now, I had a chance to visit 50, 52, 54 temples in Tamil Nadu. And all five Panchamahabhuta lingas I went to, all six places of Subramanya Bhagavan I had gone to. And I came to this Tiruchendur temple, and all of a sudden there was so much rain in Tamil Nadu. Usually they don't have rain. The place got flooded. And I had the bhagya of staying over here for 4 days. I couldn't go anywhere. And I stayed, there was rain everywhere. The rivers were flooded, and the only bridge which brings you into Tiruchendur was closed. I couldn't go anywhere, and I stayed. And they were doing renovations for the Kumbhabhishekam, which was upcoming. So much rain, not very many people were traveling. And I got the chance of going through the whole temple. Each one of the pillars over there, I was able to just touch and soak in the energy. Um, in this particular temple, there are 6 Utsav Murtis. One of the Utsav Murtis was taken by Britishers, and they were taking away this Murti. And when they were taking away this Murti, all of a sudden, uh, some cyclone came, the waves rose in the ocean, and the ship stopped moving. And the skipper in that ship said, "This is a very ill omen. We will all sink, we will die. You better release this Murti right over here." And they dropped the Murti in the ocean. And all of a sudden, the cyclone went away. The oceans became calm, and they swam away. That Murti remained in the ocean for a good amount of time. Subramanya Bhagavan came in the priest's dream, and he said, "You swim and come to the ocean, and you will see some lemons uh, floating in the ocean. Go exactly underneath the lemons, and you will find my Murti. Please bring me back out and take me back to my temple." When I was in this temple, that Murti has a particular shrine on the side of the main shrine. And the priest asked me to come inside, and he said, "Swamiji, this is the main Murti which was dropped in the ocean. And it stayed in the ocean for so many months until it was recovered. And that Murti has, um, marks of the fishes trying to bite it, because the golden Murti, the 5 metal Murti, it looked like some food was shining. So the fishes were attacking. Not only that, but the salt water was also corroding. So they were able to lift the alankaram of that Murti and showed me the feet of Bhagavan Subramanyam, and said, "Swamiji, this is the same Murti from about, 200 years ago when we had this problem. Um, and it was reinstalled. And that is the glory of Bhagavan who stands over here on this banks of the ocean." Lemons are still offered to that Murti, because it was that lemon which was shown. So anybody who goes over there, people offer lemon, and you get a lemon as prasad. And that lemon we keep in our home, and when it dries off, that lemon itself creates a great power, great presence of energy in our home. Even now, people, if you go to rickshaws or stores in India, they take, green chili and lemon and they string it and they hang it to remove all different types of ills. So, over here, when it is said Parashakti Putram, the Parashakti, the power of this cosmos, it has created so many different types of energies, and the power to remove ill energy from the citrus fruit uh, is what is addressed over here in a very cryptic way. Uh, that Bhagavan Shivji's Bilva, that is also in the citrus family. The Bilva fruit is also a citrus family. It is one of the very rare citrus fruit which has a sweet taste to it. It is the only fruit which is created on this planet without flowers. Bilva. And over here in this particular temple, when you go, you see so many lemons. So I had inquired about it, and they gave me a whole garland of lemons. Unfortunately, you cannot bring them in the plane. I had to give it to somebody. Not even one lemon I could bring. Uh, but over here, when it is said that Parashakti Putram, on the banks of this ocean stands this great power of Vedas, and it has the ability to remove all afflictions. When people come from all different parts of the world, Bhagavan, they seek removal of certain type of affliction. For some people, it is physical. For some people, it is mental. For some people, Bhagavan, you give me this knowledge of the Vedas. Tam ide, we worship you, we bow down to you. Pavitram, you are the most divine, you are spotless, you are divinity incarnate. You please remove afflictions. So in the last shloka is the son of Bhagavan Shivji. He gives Jiva Brahma Aikya Siddhi. Over here, as the Parashakti Putra, he removes the affliction, both born out of Prakriti, Prakruta, and at the same time, he is capable of uplifting us to the highest. My sincere apologies today. I'm in California and I missed my timing, so my sincere apologies. Next Sunday, I will start early and I'll be able to get to more shlokas. I had something planned for this presentation so I could be part of it, but didn't have time. I'll continue next week. We will continue until I finish this stotram on Subramanya Bhagavan. I'll share more experiences of Subramanya Bhagavan in all 6 places that I went to where he's worshipped. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ